Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Frost and Fire. Last episode, we left off having to deal with the ramifications of randomness. Basically what happened was we had this monument up here, and it got hit by a meteorite, triggering the destruction condition. So if we take a look at the impressive construction, if it gets destroyed, we get a mech cluster of these things, and now we're dealing with that mech cluster. Hooray! First things first, I would like to continue fighting. I'm hoping to be able to hit, the monument, or the auto charge and auto inferno turrets with EMPs with Bash and Phoenix, so that I can snipe them down and get them destroyed. Oops. All right, hippie, hold on. So I'm tending everyone so nobody's bleeding, but I'm gonna keep fighting even though we're a little injured. A risk, sure. Oh, great, a solar flare. Well, luckily, mortars aren't solar flare dependent, so we're gonna go anyway. So here we are. We are gonna set force target for the turrets. I'm going to allow them to fire. I'm going to now hold again. Please, please be more accurate. Nope. Absolutely, tragically terrible. And we're getting shot at by pikemen. I'm gonna see if I can't get a better angle on these pikemen to be able to destroy them. Now, we don't have cover, which is real sketchy, if I do say so myself. But there goes one. All right, you guys, please, please, please hit your targets. This pikeman's almost dead. Wow, 25 out of 26 of its neck. There it goes. So if this connects, there we go, it connected. So let's get close for a destruction of the charge turret while it's stunned. It's not gonna be stunned for very long. Charge turret, certainly more dangerous than the Inferno. Boom, and they're gone. All right, so what's left here is two pikemen, which I can I'm going to shoot as a priority because they're the only things that can reach me range-wise. Well, except for the mini turrets, but the mini turrets aren't that dangerous. Unless you get real unlucky. Phoenix and Bash, you're done. We don't need you anymore on the turrets. I have to worry about the moods everybody has, because we don't want them to have like a mental breakdown or anything like that. That would be bad. Okay, let's back off a little bit. But these Scythers are so relatively destroyed that it shouldn't be too much effort to bring them down to zero. There we are. I'm having Bash head over to provide some shield support for the shooters, so that my shooters don't get hit by pikemen. Oh, here comes the pike shots, and Raptor takes one to a bionic leg. We got to back up where that charge turret, or auto charge mech is going to unleash on us. Alright, so here's Bash with the shield interference. Often it's useful just to have a brawler in front to absorb the shots that otherwise would have hit your shooters, because you can't shoot through, you know, if you got your shields up, you can't shoot through the effect. All right, there is a lot of activity here in terms of the mechs. So it's going to be hard to isolate that pikeman with all these centipedes around, but I think it's time to call it for the night. So we are going to head back here tomorrow for some additional destruction. It might be a little easier to do tomorrow as well, because this steel wall is melted, and it gives us a straight shot to the sunblocker and the assemblers. So now, let's reschedule Stays Fortified. Everybody's going to eat without a table. Raptor needs a little bit of tending. And we do have a solar flare. Luckily, it's only September, so we shouldn't lose crops. Oh, no, we were losing crops, but I think just because the solar flare took so long. And there it goes. Right as we lose all our crops. Somehow or another, our beer did not go sour. I'm very thankful about that. All right, let's bed rest everybody. Just so they can properly heal. So this is going to be making scythers and pikemen right now. There's no time left to be able to delay or stop that. Keeping an eye on what everyone's doing. Once Gabe is almost fully healed from the sort of nasty shot that he was hit with. So I am going to now make a return trip here with Phoenix running shield point. And I'm going to try to tear down their defenses. Okay, run point. There. With Phoenix at front. Pikeman's actually not firing at Phoenix, but the next one will, because he'll be the closest target. Looks like the centipedes want to go. Alright, so these centipedes... Oops. And that's why we have a shield belt. The one on the right is very damaged. Oh, this Scyther's fresh, so I should go after the Scyther first because he could chase us down. Now, I do have the ability to chaos skip if the Scyther gets too close. But it didn't. Now, I do have the option of calling a trooper squad in, and it's only -4 Fahrenheit, so they would probably survive, but I don't think I need them. I'd rather reserve them for actual emergencies. Let's see if we can't get this pikeman, because that's the last thing that can outrange me. And good, it's shooting at Phoenix. The centipede that's in front here is also very damaged, so it will be pretty easy to take that one down. In fact, that centipede is inadvertently and maybe accidentally body blocking for the pikeman. All right, let's back up. It's a very lengthy process doing this with sniper rifles, but it's really the only way to do it safely. And I'm just going to keep flirting with this centipede getting in and out of its range so that my snipers don't have to keep moving. All right, so now both of these centipedes are sort of equally damaged. Oh, but the pikeman's firing at me. I don't like that. Let's back up. And pikeman's now firing on Phoenix. Now we all fire on the pikeman while Phoenix just stands there. And pikeman's dead. All that's left is this centipede and a few of the mini turrets. As you can see, Phoenix is, okay, there he goes. Alright, so now it's just the mini turrets. Now there's a few Garu that are butcherable for meat, which is great. And these assemblers won't assemble for a little over, you know, a while. So there's no rush to get them destroyed. At this point, I'm going to unrestrict everybody. Animals are going to come unrestricted as well, because I think by the time they move over here, this base will have been dealt with. My snipers are going to do a lot more DPS if I just punch. So I'll do that. All right, sunblocker first. We'll move faster with the sun back. And the mech cluster is gone. The sun has returned. I'm going to put the fires out. And now we can queue everything up for destruction. There was no unstable power cells or anything like that I care to keep. The gloom lights, I don't really care to keep either. Now let's remove the home zones so that Hippie's not stuck sweeping for it. And that is a very, very large mech cluster has been destroyed. I wonder if Randy's going to punish me for my success. Because my guess is yes. He'll probably be like, oh, well, you did too well, so let me just kick you. Kick you a little bit. It's what he does. As far as I can tell, there's not much else that I need to do other than telling my guys to switch weapons when they're up. So Hippie and Raptor, Gabe and JD switch weapons. There's a shoot frenzy for JD coming in right after the big raid, so perfect timing. Thank you, Randy. I say that facetiously because it's awful timing. I much would have preferred to have the backup when I was shooting, but whatever. The dead mech zone. Let's put that stockpile back in. Dead necks. I think I'm playing a little bit too much Valheim there. So this would be corpses of mechanoids allowed next to the machining table, which will be turned on. Another thing we ought to do, although it is cold enough to keep... Oh, I think we've already hauled all the Garu. Never mind. I was going to say we might want to butcher the Garu, but it looks like we've already done that, as we have a nice big stack of Garu leather. It's too bad I wasn't able to save all their corpses, because there was certainly a lot of Garu that were not scurry rotted, that ended up, you know, being burned anyway. And now it's just Operation remove all evidence of this mech cluster. It wouldn't be a terrible idea for Gabe to get this plasteel, as plasteel is one of the things I'm lowest on. Now, I also need gold, but Raptor's working on that. We tapped all the gold that was in here, and now we need to find another deep node of gold. Because I don't believe that there is any left on the map anywhere. Nope. Nope. We do not know where any gold is. Well, that was pretty well done, I gotta say. I know that's like patting myself on the back, but we only got hit a few times for a relatively large mech cluster. The entire mech cluster was dealt with without use of turrets, which meant that we didn't use up a lot of ammo, and no one died. In fact, no one's even injured right now. So, who might become... Oh, a meteorite of marble. Oh, and unhappy nudity. So she is in need of pants. Got it. Well, you are in luck. I happen to have a lot of Garu leather, so... My... pants? Let's see. Make... pants. I will raise up as a top priority. And we'll make pants out of Garu leather. And JD, I'm going to have you tailor that. And I will force you to tailor over Smith. All right, where's this marble? We'll mine that out too. Should be pretty quick with Gabe. And here's another fertilized egg. All right, so the pants bill is done. We'll have pants for everybody, and he is now going through all the other clothing bills because there's a lot of clothing bills there that have been neglected. Contract laborers, 1 colonist, 10 days for some honor, glitter world medicine, or goodwill. I am going to do goodwill, and I'm going to send Phoenix to do it. Whenever that shuttle comes. Oh, he's right next to it. Perfect. Good luck, Phoenix. And I'm doing goodwill, although I'd prefer the honor because my reputation with the United Cities is bad. And a requirement of this series is that I stay allied with all factions other than the Reapers. And I'd like not to fail because I, you know, lost reputation or something. All right, Raptor, JD. There's a wild gorilla up there that will probably hunt me at some point. Oh, Hippie is already hunting towards it. All right, let's see. Opening volley looks good. That's some good bleeds. Gabe could, I'm going to have her run towards Gabe so that she has a little bit more backup. But I'm not that worried. Gorillas are tough, but bullets are tougher. Yep, there it is. So Hippie, I was looking at it. Hippie could potentially date Gabe, Raptor Talon, or Phoenix, although because JD is her brother, and Bash she absolutely hates as she is ex-husband and lover. That was a relationship really not meant to be. That one. Not at all. Okay, my raw resources is full. Let me expand the zone a little bit. Oh, Cauterize not doing so well. Who's close? Gabe. Go rescue Cauterize. And then Cauterize here is going to need to stay closer to the base because it's too cold for a crab to go out. Oh boy, I double cataracts and bad back now, huh? All right. Yeah, it's definitely getting colder and colder out, and it's just not the right temperature for little old cauterize, not anymore. Our blind and bad-backed crab. But no, before you ask, I will not be replacing him with a younger crab. He's a pet. A psychic drone high for females, so Hippie is going to be feeling awesome. That's a bummer for her. So the dusters are done. And we're working on clothing for next summer. The winter clothing will roll off the line in a second here. She is on an alcohol binge. Well, the catharsis should help. So what I'm going to do here is all of my alcohol minus 1 beer going to be loaded up into the transport pod so that she may binge, but not very much. One of the unfortunate side effects of alcohol binge is that the more drunk you become, the more fights you start. So someone who is alcohol binging, oh, and Bash drank the, no, okay, he stocked it. I was going to say, I thought for a second that Bash was going to drink the last beer, which would be very much an ex-husband thing to do. But no, he didn't. I sort of expected him to, but he didn't. Would have been funny, though. All right. My nutrient paste meals are dwindling. So once this run of psychoid plants are done, I'll go back to rice to make sure that I have enough rice for nutrient paste generating meals. We don't have any wildlife messing with me right now. What is Gabe working on? He's just laying on the floor, staring at the sky. All right, there is another mech hive raid. Oh boy. All right, so this is 9 centipedes and 2 pikemen. This is a very, very serious raid, the amount of centipedes they threw at me. So, Gabe, JD, and Raptor get sniper rifles on. I could rely upon uranium slug turrets to some degree or another, but I'm a little worried that it won't be enough. So I'm putting Raptor in regular clothes. And then I'm going to try to lure these mechs out of the kill box. For all of my animals, they all should be put inside, and everybody else should stay fortified. I'm also going to update the stay fortified zone to not include the dangerous kill box areas. So don't go anywhere here. Why is this door open? All right, Bash. Let's get this door and this one. So my shooters, this is a lot of mechanoids, right? But my shooters are trying to head towards to start sniping these centipedes. All right, so I've also removed pathing to me. So these mechs should turn around if I'm not incorrect. And then I hope to drop Berserk on one of the Sennies. Yeah, okay, they're turning around. And I'm standing at about maximum range. Raptor, you're going to go in for a Risk Berserk. Actually, I'm not going to Berserk that front one because there's not enough targets around it to have it be, you know, dangerous or whatever. I'm also keeping an eye on these mechs because they might, those mechs might try to, start destroying things because they, oh yeah, okay, they are. Okay, we're gonna be stuck here in a second. Okay, he can't see me. Good. Now, without Scythers, we don't take crazy damage for the turrets, which is good. Because Scythers are really what damages turrets rapidly. Alright, Bash and Hippie are punching one another in the face. Makes total sense. Raptor, I want you to go here and drop a Berserk. The other two get out to the kill box. Alright, this turret turns off. All of these turrets turn on. Fortunately, I have a lot of steel, so I can rearm these and replace cables that get destroyed. Okay, let's go start firing. We have the bulk concentrator flying overhead, which is cool. I'm not really sure I'm going to be able to trade at the moment with them, though. Okay, dropped my Berserks. Mechs are going to be firing out one another. And then Raptor is going to head on over and help out the fight. Let me check up on my turrets. One did get destroyed. Now, they're not flammable, so the fires here aren't going to be a problem. But I'm going to unrestrict my guys and have them rearm the slugs. So the slugs are really what's doing damage to these big mechs. Alright. Come back. The next thing I'm going to do is turn off all turrets to draw the mechs in closer to use more of my auto cannons than these slugs. Which means I have to bait myself a bit. But we're almost done with all the mechs here. Oh, what turret is on? This one? Alright, so let's go ahead and select all of the mini turrets that are healthy enough and turn them on. I'll just turn these top three on. Spin everything up. Ooh. That got us good. We got hit by flames. Fortunately, we all put one another out. Okay, drawing them in even closer. blowing up? Oh, one more turret. Now, a lot of these turrets are blowing up because of the just collateral damage that that my turrets are firing on one another. I mean, it happens. Okay, whew. Well, that's done. Let's see, tend. Everybody's a little hurt. Raptor's gonna push himself just to tend everybody so we can heal up and rearm and repair quicker. The psychic droner is done. And I was right. Randy was a little salty about me smushing his raid so easily, so he gave me another one. And then it started snowing. And Bash is throwing a party. Cool. Everybody's a little hurt. I'm gonna try to have Raptor attend the party. There we go. He could also put on a throne speech. Oh, okay. Party got called off because a short circuit event. Thanks, game. Really know how to put the screws to me. All right, so we have now a bulk goods and exotic goods. Let's see to that. All right, bulk goods first. We are able to sell them what? I could sell them bulk cloth. Obviously, it would be better if I processed it into other things. Oh, they have human leather. I'll sell them a shield core, old pants. A normal quality park duster. We can, a worn out toque. Now, I haven't made the other dusters. I haven't made the cloth dusters, but JD will work towards that. I guess that's it. That was pretty boring. Now, what about the other one? Neural computation, cataphract armor. I'm gonna buy the tech print for cataphract armor. They have some side trainers, but unfortunately for me, solar pinhole is just not one that I particularly need. They have an architect leg, though. Ooh, boy. I'll go for the cataphract armor. Tech print. Over the architect leg. All right, so that is one of the two that we need to unlock it. You need two to unlock fully. I'm trying to think. I think I'm going to have a bit of an art sale here. So that we can make some more money. Or recoup some of our money. All right, so now all the art has been hauled down there because Hippie can always make the art again. But this helps to replenish some of our resources. What else? Is there anything else I can sell? The exotics. So bulk goods, I could sell blocks, but I mean, I'm not going to. I could sell the raw, I could sell the dusters, but they're not made yet. So I think we're good. I think that's all I'm going to do. If Hippie's not binging, I could have sold booze, but again, I'm not too concerned about doing that. Now we are making a whole lot of drugs for sale, so I'll be able to trade well for the next trader, I suppose. And I'm going to slowly be turning some of these heaters on to make sure we don't dip into an uncomfortable. So let's make large sculptures again and make them out of marble. Let's see, marble and limestone. We'll leave the slate, and the slate. We'll leave sandstone and granite as our building blocks. So Hippie will have a lot to do. Another thing I should probably prioritize is the repair out here. Bash, I'm going to have you priority construct for now, so that we do get repairs going. We're rolling some smoke leaf joints for mood when we need it. The exotic goods trader is gone. I didn't figure it was going to stick around too long. My animals, at least the gorillas, can go back outside and start hauling. Bash is getting some of the destroyed turrets up and repairing now. Raptor. I'm going to have you throne speech for me. And hopefully it will be a good one. What is his chances? 85% chance for something positive. What is his social skill? 16? Okay. It's encouraging. Good. And now I'm letting him put back his prestige armor. Gabe and JD ought to switch weapons yet again. And so should Raptor. All right, so according to JD, there's still more dusters to make. So 2 dusters, 2 more cowboy hats. What about wool? I think because I just sheared the crabs. So the encouraging speech is helping. Moods are higher than they've been for a while. Bash is repairing turrets that need repair and the cables. I could micromanage him to focus on the turrets, but I'm happy for him just to prioritize how he sees fit. Phoenix is still loaned out for another week, just about. So obviously it would have been faster to, you know, do this with Phoenix, but it's fine. So when we make the yayo, we should drop it on the floor for speed. And then this whole farm here is going to switch over to rice for nutrient paste purposes. At this point, it's cold enough in my freezers that we can start to use heaters to bring it up from -74 Fahrenheit to something more reasonable. So let's get these heaters on. It's honestly just too cold. And then because of its being ridiculously cold at this point. Let's fill in the chimneys and turn off the remaining coolers. I may also need to switch from marine helmets over to toques. Not quite yet, but we're getting pretty close to needing to do that. All right, so Bash, I am going to micromanage you. I said I wasn't, but you're repairing all the wrong things. It's too bad the game doesn't prioritize turrets over cables and the like. Okay, so I think all of the turrets are repaired now. They need to be rearmed, but that's, you know, a totally separate issue. So good. More or less reset that kill box. This door should be left open. Some cargo pods of pack bolt meat. It's not bad. So it's cold enough now that Raptor should probably stay inside. We're now cranking out cowboy hats. Actually, I'm going to do another duster. And some cargo pods. Is this Randy's apology for the double mechs? Maybe. Hippie is making some excellent large art. Well, good in that case, but I'll get it installed anyway. Oh, I suppose we never hauled this for sale. So large art is the best to make rooms nice. Small art is the best for trade. I know I've said that before, but just want to remind you. Large art is the most bang for your buck space-wise. Like, and then small art is the most bang for your buck for work to material ratio for cost. Okay, I'm good on slag. Let's turn that off. I'd rather have Gabe haul in pack bolt meat than more slag. And these bedrooms with the large art is now, they're impressive enough that we're not so close to the threshold of dropping down to only decent, which is great. All right, duster's done. So now this will be a forever task of making just cloth dusters for sale. Just stuff that we can sell bulk goods and exotic goods traders. But before we do that, I would like to smith all the dead mechs out of my base. So there. And now I'm replacing high explosive and EMP shells. All right, at this point, it's cold enough that we should roof off the ground penetrating scanner as it's bleeding heat. Powderize, you better not freeze down there. And, well, this is an interesting place to end. We got another relatively large mech hive raid, but this is going to be a cliffhanger. I'm out of time. Oh boy. Well, Randy, you really do like the mechs, don't you? You really do. Thank you all so very much for watching. I'm sorry to leave on another cliffhanger, but, well, time as it is not kind to me. Thank you all so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode. Farewell.